everybody, and a very warm welcome to Crafters TV. My name is Ben Moseby. Thanks for joining us on this beautiful day. It is a beautiful day. Thursday, the sun is shining. You can tell it's nice because I've got my Hawaiian shirt on. Don't see this very often. Lovely day outside. 23 degrees as I popped to the shop just now. And certainly, yeah, I know. It's certainly got a hat. A couple of shows left for you here on Crafters TV as well. Tonight, the big one, Cartload, is back. It's going to be a stunning show tonight. We have got goodie bags galore. Oh, we've got the Crafters Inspiration goodie bag, or Club Inspire, I should say, goodie bag. And also we've got gold, silver and bronze goodie bags, tariff-free section on that show for you too. So do have a look on the website, shop the deals that are there, and we'll bring that all to you in full a little bit later on. It is, of course, Club Inspire week as well. Our event continues. The theme here is basically your opportunity to win free shipping for a whole year. And all you have to do to be in with a shout of winning that is just simply shop. Spend £25, dollars or euros, and every single time that you do that, you will be entered into the draw, which will be happening at some point after Sunday night, probably on Monday next week, I would have thought. So get shopping, and imagine that. Imagine getting free shipping for an entire year. That would be incredible. Someone's got to win it. Why not let that person be you? Also, just to let you know, and I think we'll probably see Leanne a little bit later on in a video, we are today, if you shop, putting 50 tickets into random parcels. These tickets are an invite to an exclusive Club Inspire member craft together. Oh, what about that music? I thought you started playing some music then, Jamie. It's the Ice Cream Man. You can tell it's warm. There you go, the Ice Cream Man's out and about. Anyway, 50 of these are going to get put in random parcels of people who shop today. It's a craft together with Leanne, which is going to be happening on the 26th of June. There's a little QR code on the back, which you'll get. You scan it, and that'll give you access to that craft along. There'll only be 50 people there. So if you do order today, make sure you check your parcels for that little ticket. Could be you joining Leanne and 49 others on that exclusive event. Over the course of this masterclass, before I say a few hellos, let me tell you, we have got the template, envelope templates and paper pad books we're going to be looking at. Craig is going to be making all sorts of different, look, you've never seen so many people leave the building so fast. Ice Cream Man's outside. So yes, we're going to be making envelopes from that template collection. If there's a particular size you want to look at, if there's a particular demonstration you want, get in touch nice and early, and I'm sure Craig will be happy to do that. We will be starting off with the, what was it we were going to start off with? Slimline, wasn't it? Yes. But you're happy to do whatever, aren't you? Good afternoon, by the way.
Absolutely. Afternoon to you all too. Absolutely. In the earlier show, Jeffrey asked to see the Slimline. So we're going to do the Slimline, and we're going to do the money wallet as well. You know, because I'm thinking, of course, gifts and that, those that give either your gift cards or, of course, the money. Then, of course, you can do that. We'll use the papers. We'll maybe use one of the papers that are on the cartload shows as well. You know, so we'll do a bit of both. Single-sided that you get with the collection. We'll do double-sided as well.
A few quick hellos before we get into it. So get those requests in early doors because it is only an hour this show. Hi to Jan, who's joined us. She is our social media superstar. Trudy Bickham says, good morning, everyone. Hello. Hello, Stephen Nicole.
Stephen.
Love to create LC says, hello again, Craig, Ben, Jan, team and all. Hello. Mary Beth Doyle says, hi again. Hello. Jen Shank says, good morning. Good morning. And Louise Burton says, hello. Hello. It is the template and paper pad collection, which we're going to look at first. Look, Craig's going to be making some great envelopes. The templates, obviously, not much to look at, really, are they? Because they're a bit dull. But what they do for you is create envelopes and also liners for those envelopes in multiple sizes. So you get each of these different templates. So that one's your envelope template to make your 5.5 by 5.5. This one is to be able to make your DL, so 8 1/4 by 4 1/8. You've got your 4.5 by 4.5 envelopes in here too, quarter US letter size, 3.5 by 8.5 slimline, A6 size. I know we've got 4 by 4 in there, quarter US letter size. I think we've done 4 by 4 in there too. Loads of different sizes, and for each one, each envelope template, you get the liner to go with as well. So 4.5 by 4.5 is in there too. So plenty of different sizes. I think it is 12 different sizes of envelope within this, and the liners to go with. And then we also give you all the papers. Now, obviously, you will have multiple papers in your craft room. I have no doubt about that. However, we set you off with 36 papers in here, so you're getting 12 designs, 3 sheets of each. They're single-sided as well, so perfect for making the most funky envelopes, and then the liners to go with. Beautiful patterns, beautiful florals, lots of colours which will match absolutely perfectly. But hey, there is nothing to stop you, of course, using the papers that you have in your craft room to create envelopes to match the cards potentially that you've made. And this is the thing we were talking about earlier on. How nice now to have a foolproof system to be able to make the most stunning envelopes to really complement all of the cards that you guys make. Now, normally we would go, oh, well, that's only available for our UK viewers because, you know, ooh, we're going to have to pay a tariff. Nah. We're making this tariff-free by popping in these 3 magnets. You've got a brand new fridge magnets. I'm a crafter. What's your superpower? What does that one say? Oh, if only crafting burn calories. You should just turn around, Ben. It's a lot easier. And then also this kitchen runs on coffee and crafting. So those 3 are included within the bundle. And then we also give you our fandabidosi brand new crafting apron, which says Craft Royalty. That's what he is over there, he is. So you're going to get that included. Stop it. That is what is included in your little bundle. So it is available for everybody at that price of $51.99 or $63.95. We do have your nesting dies on the show as well, but we're going to be focusing on the templates for now. What do you want to see? Any particular size after you've done the slimline, you shout and let us know. A few quick hellos and then we're on. Carolyn Hermley Cooey says, good morning from Florida. Janice Watson says, good afternoon everyone from a breezy overcast Stoke-on-Trent. And Jane Quigley says hello from a thundery Stourbridge in the West Midlands. Right, Jeffrey had a request. Shall we do it?
Nah.
Okay,
you're all right. We're going to do something different, Jeffrey. Nah, of course we can. Yes. Let's have a look here. So we're going to be using the papers that come within that set here. Now, if you didn't see the earlier show, you're not seeing me talk about, of course, how they're multi-directional. What that basically means, Ben, is you can put your template at any way of your cardstock paper and it won't matter. Compared to, let's just bring it in, compared to if you were to use something that's got a focused image.
Yes.
Now, what I mean by that here, so if I wanted these birds to be kind of within this section here, I can then position my template and I can see exactly where that they are. If not, what could happen is if you aren't able to then kind of just have a look, see, position them where you want and see where they are, they could be that the birds would actually end up on the back but upside down. So it is doable and you can use the templates to kind of position them and see, but with the papers that are multi-directional, that just means that you could literally, Ben, take it out, not have to worry, not have to look about figuring out the way that they go. They could go up and down, they could go, of course, lengthwise, they can go in at a little bit of an angle as well, so it does not matter. So let's go, actually, I quite like the look of them going at the angle there.
Oh, yeah.
So I like to do it onto the back. So because I'm going to do it at the angle, I'm just going to twist that one round. And then you can be using, you know, a pen or a pencil. At home, I would use a pencil. Just take your eraser and rub out the lines. Yeah. We worked out that we do still have the heat erasable pens.
Yes, we do.
Actually, do you know what? In the break, I'll get Jake to find me some, because I don't think we've got any at the side, and then we'll use them later as well. So if anyone wants to see the...
Do you want me to get you some?
Could you? Yeah.
I'm going to ask him.
Yeah, if you do that. And then what I'll do in the next demonstration, I'll use the heat erasable pens and show you how cool that they are. And you do exactly that. You use the pens to draw around. They are initially designed or made for fabric, soft crafts, but you put a little bit of heat over the top from your heat tool and the lines disappear. So that means if you are wanting to draw around the template on the pattern side, for instance, as you can imagine, if this was that lovebird, I would actually have to draw on the pattern side so that I can see exactly where that image is. Then heat erasable pens, use the actual heat, and that's going to then pop it out the way. So I've got my slimline here. What I'm going to do while I'm here is let's then also do the liner. So I'm just going to take the actual matching liner here, and then we're going to draw around that one. And once again, I'm not bothered about the angle or the way that it's going to go. Thank you very much. I shall pop them on with my next demonstration. And then what I'm going to do for this one, you can, if you want, go right into the corner to stop you from having to draw the corners there. But for me, Ben, just to be completely accurate, I do like to just draw around the whole template, so then I know the sizing is perfect, and then I'm just going to finish this one off, and then we're going to cut around before we start to assemble.
Hello to Carolyn, who says, I've ordered the envelope templates in the last show. Looking forward to seeing what Craig has in store. Good to see those heat erasable markers in play. Again, for those of you who perhaps haven't seen them yet, don't quite understand how they work, we can show you. And Deborah Fenton says, hi everyone, hi to Ben, I love your shirt, thank you. And Craig, happy birthday, enjoy New York. New York, New York, it's a hell of a town.
I
Not long
will.
now, mate, not long now.
It's not going to be a long week today, we'll leave.
2 hours, 50 minutes left on air.
Is that all that I've got?
Yeah.
Wow.
Here.
Here.
Yeah.
And, oh God.
And he's off.
And that's me off. That is me off
You
for
must be buzzing.
2 weeks. I am. Can I just say, for those that don't know, I'm not away to New York for 2 weeks, as much as I would love to. But yeah, I just thought what I'm going to do is I'll take the 2 weeks, Ben. It gives me that few days breather at each side as well.
It's nice to have that, isn't it?
It is.
To have the run up, and then certainly when you come back, because I sometimes feel like you can come back from a holiday more tired than when you went.
That's it. And I'm back straight onto CTV on Monday the 30th. So yes, and we've actually got, do you know what? I'm going to say this now, and I do actually know, I'm actually coming back to a lodge that is very much right up my street.
Ooh.
So that'll be exciting as well. But
You've obviously got a schedule ahead of what I've got, because I haven't got that.
No, I've not got my
you know what it is?
schedule,
What is
but
it?
what I
What
have
is
been
it?
told is what is going to be on that launch
What is it?
day. I'll tell you in the break.
Mouth it. Oh.
Yeah.
I have, yes. That's right up my street as well.
It is actually, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is.
Can you guess what it is at home? I'll give you a
Can
clue.
you guess?
It's not a wrestling collection, because I bet they're all going, oh yeah, they both like wrestling.
Yes.
Can you imagine?
It's going to be a lot. I know we're going to have incredible samples, but what I'm also going to do, and it's not often I do this in a launch bit, now keeping in mind this is going to be 2 weeks on Monday, but I'm going to rely on your questions as well, and we're going to play, because I won't have time to play with it. 'Cause I'm off. I'm going to come straight back in with a brand new launch.
And wing it.
So that's what I'm going to do, and I don't usually do that, and I don't like doing it on a launch, but needs must. But it also enables us to show you, at your request, different things that we can do with launch items.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what we're going to do. But it'll be fun, be good, and then you can use your templates to create envelopes for what you're going to be making with that launch on that day. Right, so then what we're going to do is let's take in our scoreboard.
Yeah.
And on the lines here, what we're going to do is I'm going to marry it up with my black line. You can, of course, well, your scoreboards will come without a line. The reason we do that is, for instance, if I was to line this up at this line here, which is 6 inch, I don't know if I'm right in the well, I can tell I'm at a wrong angle there. So I'm going to then line it up with the black line that we've popped in, and then I'm going to score.
Yep.
Now, if I'm using a heat erasable pen, I can, of course, come along and heat that up, and they will disappear, and we will show you that. But you don't need to worry too much. Of course, yes, if you're using a pencil, use your eraser and just rub it out. But because we're going to pop in the insert, or the lining, it's actually, it's gone off the desk here. Excuse me, bear with me a minute. Bear with. It's just skidded off the desk. There we go, got it. Because we're putting in the liner, we're not actually going to see the pen mark here, because this is going to cover it. But let's go in and join that one up, like so. I'm just going to put just a little press, fold that one back. Now, what you can do, I think Sarah does this and assembles the envelope and then pops it in. I like to do it this way, and that is because the fold of the liner matches perfectly within the fold of the envelope. So what I do is I'll come along with my adhesive, whether it is your tape runner, whether it is your glue, that's entirely up to you. Hey, I'm a poet and I don't know it. And we're going to add that in. So I'm just going to line up my score line there in with the actual envelope, and then once I've got that in, we can then fold those in and press in. I'm going to fold that one in, press in, and then I'm going to fold over here into place like so. Open it up, pop my tape each side here. I'm going to then press down to give that a really, really good burnish down. I'm going to come back with my bone folder or my scoring tool, press down, manipulate that back, fold that one over, and then now we've got our slimline envelope.
Love it.
Perfectly done, ready for you to pop your card in there, your little notes in there, maybe tokens in there, and then that's how you can do it also at an angle as well. And actually, that's at the perfect angle, I have to say, as well. It's not too much, not too little, just at that nice little slope there, and that's how you can do it in that simplest form.
Absolutely blooming perfect. I think I've got tablet issues. I would read a few more comments out, but I'm not getting any at the minute. I think my tablet's on a bit of a strike. I have seen a few comments though, people saying they can't see the various goodie bags on the website. We are still waiting for those to be loaded. We've got a few gremlins with the goodie bags. So the Club Inspire goodie bag, which you saw earlier, I think is there. The others aren't currently. Once they are there, I will let you know so you can start shopping for those. Those will be tariff-free, so it may be the case that you just have to join us a little bit later on for Cartload, because hopefully those will be there then. Yeah, but keep the comments going through. I'll reboot my little tablet in just a few moments' time. As well as the envelope template showstopper on this show, we did say we were going to have a look at some of these stitched edge nesting dies as well. Individuals for you. We did have a bundle, but the bundle has sold out. Always very popular. Nesting dies, you know, they're kind of like your bread and butter, aren't they, when it comes to all of your different mats and layers, making your different card shapes, cutting out all of your different apertures as well. And these are beautiful for the fact that you've got that stitched edge detailing as well. Just makes life so much easier for you. Particularly with shapes like, you know, ovals, for example, you know, rectangles for your mats and layers. Obviously, you can use things like your guillotines and your trimmers to be able to create those. But things like an oval can be very, very difficult here. With this particular set, you have got your 11-piece collection, largest die measuring 4x6, and they're just going to come down in increments for you, which just makes life so super simple. Allows you to, as I say, embellish and really create fantastic mats and layers, card shapes, apertures really quickly, really simply with one run through your machine. Now, £10.39 if you want to just go for the oval set, $13.56 platinum price on that if you're in the US. We do also still have in stock the rectangle for you as well as the circle that's sold out. So if you want to go for that, again, an 11-piece collection there, largest die being just over 4 by 5, £10.39 platinum. Certainly, if you are someone who's just starting out crafting, these would be absolutely perfect to go for. You know, Craig, because if you're talking about must-have items in your craft room, nesting dies, an absolute must, aren't they?
100%. How many times have you heard me talk about nesting dies, an absolute key essential? How many times have you talked about straight edge? Now, I know that sounds silly when it's an oval and a circle, but do you know what I mean? You've got that plain edge cut. But these ones, you've got that, which I love. You've got the small increments, which I love. But what you've then got is you've then got those little scallop, those little dashes all the way around as well, the stitched edge. Just adds that little bit of a detail. But your mats and layers, your framework, your apertures, your shakers, all of these, they're great to gut your cardstock as well if you want to. But what they're also really good for is to make really cute little shaped cards. Come in. And do you want me to show you?
Well, you try slamming the door next time. Hey?
Jeezy peeps.
It's like that in my household with my kids, teenagers, slamming the door. The whole house like reverberates. It's like, just close the door quietly.
Just
seriously,
quietly.
Just pull it to.
Just gently.
Yeah. It's like we get out of the car as well, just shut the door gently instead of kicking it shut. Kids, eh?
Kids, yeah, that's it. And when we're in a mood as well. See, we can't slam these doors because they're all on those hinges, isn't it? It's like...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's like, Ben, stop doing that to me on air. Can I borrow your nesting dies?
No.
Good doc. So,
which ones do you want?
Can I have the ovals?
The ovals?
Yes.
That would be £10.39, please.
There we go. Just take that out of my pay packet.
Okay. Oh, you got a new packet as well.
I have, yeah. Because these are, technically, these are a relaunch.
Yes.
Because we had these years ago in original Crafterscompanion packaging. And when I say for years, lots of you have said, when are you getting them in? When are you getting them in? When are you getting them in? And we've never had them within our range on Crafters TV. Now got them in. I did have them on Hobby Maker last week, the week before, flew out. Absolutely flew. And do you want, actually, and I'm going to tell you this, and this goes to show how popular nest and dies are and how popular these ones were. On Hobby Maker, Ben, I did have the nest and dies on their own as a bundle, or I did have like a little additional bundle with cardstock and that. Do you know what was the busiest bundle?
What?
The one with just the nest and dies.
Seriously?
Because you guys that were watching there, and there's many of you today as well on CTV, just want the nest and dies.
Yeah.
That is it. So when it comes to easel die, well, I'm away to do an easel card with the oval dies, and you wouldn't think, gosh, the police are after us now.
Come to get that person who slammed the door.
That's what they're doing.
Yeah.
That's exactly what they're doing. So you can make really cute card blanks. This one we're going to do an easel, and you can do an easel in any different size. Now you're maybe not going to use the diddiest one, but still the point is all these different sizes you can do easels, and all that you need to do is 3 of the same shape. So if I do this one 3 times, so let's take, I've got a bigger bit of cardstock. I'm going to do it within the white, because it shows you. So let's run that through. Now, I know I don't usually cut 2 layers of
I was just
card.
about to ask whether it would go through 2.
It will go through 2. It's not something I tend to do, because you know that I like both layers to be a crisp, clean cut. However, for the sake of this demonstration, I'm going to do 2 layers.
Shows how good the dies are, because what's the GSM of that cardstock?
300.
So it's going to be 600 GSM.
That's it, yeah. And you'll still get this stitched edge.
Yeah.
This is a prime example as to why I like to cut 1 layer at a time, and that is because that underneath layer, Ben, that stitched edge isn't actually going to be quite standout-ish, because of course that's underneath a layer of cardstock. So the top layer is going to be spot on. So if I take that one out, you're going to get that perfect stitched edge. You do have it round this one, but it's a lot more lighter.
Yeah.
So, you know, gives you options if you want it that way. So that is 2 of them. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it a 3rd time. In all honesty, I probably could have got 3 layers cut. Well, I would have. I would know I would have. But I've done 2. So let's do the 3rd. So what I'm doing here to create the easel with this oval, you would do exactly the same with the circle or any shape. So cutting 3, and then when it comes to the scoring lines, I'm going to show you exactly the same. Doesn't matter if you're doing the circle. So let's take that one out the way and move that, move that. So I've now got 3 that are exactly the same here. What I'm going to do is 2 of them we're going to keep as they are.
Yeah.
1 of them, so let's use this one that was that 2nd layer. We're going to come in,
score it,
and then we're going to line it up onto our scoreboard. Now at this point, I know that my height of my oval here is 6 inches. So I'm going to go at the halfway point. You've got give here. It doesn't have to be exactly halfway point. You know, it could be a little to the side when it comes to the 3 inches. So I've got my, do you know what? I can't see with the reflection of the light. Let me just go in back there. I think I am, am I in? There we go. There we go. There we are. We're in. So scored at that halfway point. Then what I'm going to do, Ben, is I'm going to score roughly about ½ an inch from the edge. Again, it doesn't need to be exact. If it's a little bit less or a little bit more, doesn't matter. Same with the centre one. If it's a little bit less or more, does not matter. That goes for any shape, even your circle. And then we're going to fold that one in half, and then we're going to go in and fold that one back. So what we're left with is that little shape there, with a little kick at the side here. We're going to go into that tiny little bit, and I'm going to add my tape or your glue, and then I'm going to align that straight over the top. We're going to press that one down, like so, and then on this bit, so this half here only, we're going to add tape. So we're going to add our tape or your own choice of adhesive, and then we're going to pop that one over the top, like so. We're going to press that down, and then what we can do is let's go in with the 2nd smallest one, and I'm going to then take a little bit of card. Remember, all of these you're going to be able to then mat and layer with them, decorate your card with them as well. So I'm just going to then take my mini for this one and run that one through here. We're then going to grab a foam pad in a moment. So let's run that through like so. We're going to then take that one out the way, and then just while we are here, just so you can see, let's take that next size down, and let's take, I've got a little bit of the plaid paper that I used earlier on. So this is the next size down, just so you get the idea of decorating. And in actual fact, let's do that as well. I'm going to do 2 layers, and you will see why. Run these ones through. So we're now going to create the easel, which I'm going to show you just in a second. I'm going to then take my foam pad as well, as that one comes out. Here, move that out the way. And then what you'll see to start with is we've got our easel.
Yeah.
So if I turn it that way, there's our easel. But what we can do is we can add this layer, and then this is where we can pop our sentiments, we could put our die cuts, we could do our stamped images.
What did you say? What is the measurement of increments that it comes down by? 1/8 of an inch, is it?
1/8 of an inch, these ones.
Yeah.
Sure that it is. And then if I open this one up, Ben, you'll notice, see if I pop that in there, you've got that little bit of a stopping block. So all that you need to do, you could use your guillotine if you want to.
Trim.
Just come down and trim. So I'm happy with that one. Looks like a little bit of a toilet seat, doesn't it?
I am literally, we are brothers from another mother. I was literally about to say exactly the same thing. Looks like a toilet seat, but I thought Craig will probably say that in a second, so I'll let him do it.
And I did.
You did, yeah.
I did.
We know each other so well.
Thinking it.
Yeah. Everyone was thinking it.
Everyone was.
That would be a very snazzy loo seat, though, wouldn't it? A plaid seat.
You could decopatch your loo seat.
Decopatch it?
Decopatch it.
Decopatch it?
Yeah, not decopatch it. Well, you could. Decopatch your loo seat. Could you imagine? And then we can fold that one over, and then I can decide I'm going to go round about there, Ben, with my stopper, like so, and then there we go. So if I show you from the side, there's your easel. Still folds flat, but if we fold that back, there's your easel, and you can do that with all the different sizes, plus you can do it with the circle. And remember, no matter what size you're doing it with, even the circle, score at the halfway point, score at that 1/2 inch, but give or take. Don't worry about being bang on, and form them all in the exact same way. Now you've got all your fancy card blanks with your easels, and they will still fit in some of these envelope templates.
I'll say a few quick hellos and then we'll get you to a break so you can check out, because my tablet has just kicked back into life. Altia joins us. Pat says good morning to Ben, Craig, talented crew and all my wonderful friends from a sunny New Jersey. Karen says good afternoon, Ben, Craig and all. And Crafty Lot, back from cuddles with 7-month-old grandson, so time to watch the show. Carol's joined us. Hi Carol Gower Beard. Hi Paul Prince, South Carolina. Carletta Morris. Rebecca Dancer. Who's having ice cream. Kelly O'Sullivan says, good afternoon, Ben and Craig. I got the template showstopper, and I'm looking forward to seeing what Craig will inspire us with. Got another half hour to come on this show. Hello to Hillary and my second favourite collie in the world, Holly Collie. My favourite collie came in actually earlier on, didn't she?
She did.
By surprise, we were just, car was in the garage, so Laura dropped my car back in, and all of a sudden Molly Collie walked in. I don't think she recognised me. She started barking at me. I was like, oh, come on. And then she saw Uncle Craig as well. She recognised you, didn't she?
Came across and she was all over me, and I was petting her, and then she was like, okay.
Dogs, you'd have them. And Jane, I've just seen your question, Jane, quickly. So what I'll do is I will ask it to Craig under this short break, and we'll get back with the answer to you in just a second. But let's give you time to check out, and also let's get Leanne on. Now, some exciting news about something that's happening today. Of course, it is Club Inspire Week. Each and every day, we've got a little surprise up our sleeves. And if you order today, Leanne has a little surprise for you.
Hello Club Inspire members, have I got something super special for you today? If you shop with us today and place an order, you will receive a golden ticket. And from those golden ticket receivers, we're going to choose 50 lucky Club Inspire members to join a virtual Craft Together session with me. I'm really excited. It's going to be fantastic. 50 of you, if you place an order and get a golden ticket, will be chosen at random, and we'll arrange that fabulous session to craft together. If you feel you need a little inspiration or a crafty boost, or you're at a loose end today, come and join us over on Crafters TV. Join in all the fun. Watch what we've got for you. If you place an order, you're going to get a golden ticket and you might be one of the lucky 50. See you there.
Hi everybody, this is Lynn Bledsoe. You asked me why I like or I love Crafterscompanion. Well, it's because I'm not a very good crafter and Crafterscompanion makes me look better. It makes me look like a better crafter than I am because I'm not good at design. So I have the layout collection that helps me with design. I don't like to do the same thing over and over. So I have a template library that gives me lots of new ideas and card bases and things to try. I never know what to put on the inside of the card, so I have the compendiums that have all the sayings for cards, and I never know what color combinations to put together and what goes with what, and so all their collections make it easy for me to know what to do. So that is why I love Crafterscompanion, because they make me look like a better crafter and give me ways to do things that I haven't tried before. Thanks, bye.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the Crafters Companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty program today and receive 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits to joining Club Inspire include special members-only sales, and you can receive discounts or exclusive access to products, and even free gifts. You will receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro that you spend. And the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. See if you can craft your way up to our ultimate Club Inspire tier, Platinum, where you'll enjoy the very best discounts and rewards that we offer. As you keep climbing through the club, you can actually reach Platinum Plus and even Platinum for life. The more points you collect, the more you will be rewarded within our amazing special Club Inspire community. So, what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
I'm here because I do love Crafterscompanion products and Crafters TV.
Your products are great, made with great care and thought, and are second to none.
Love all the products. I love the tutorials we get.
Your papers shimmer and make all our crafts shine.
I love all of the products and all of the paper pads, of course.
I love Crafters TV because it shows you the best tips and tricks on how to use your crafty stash.
The quality of the products are phenomenal. Value for money is exceptional.
Amazing presenters, craft goods galore, launch days and craft vaults, deals bundles and more.
Your pens, pencils, and markers make all crafters say, they are mine.
Or I love Crafterscompanion. Well, it's because I'm not a very good crafter and Crafterscompanion makes me look better.
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for being here with us. We've got, about 20 minutes or so left on the show. Any other questions you want to ask about the envelope templates, then feel free. Craig, I've got a quick random question from Jane Quigley.
Okay.
She bought a G2 the other day.
Fab.
And she says, Craig, can I use the foil press in my upcoming Gemini 2, or is it best that I stick to my Junior?
So, to answer your question, either or. The great thing about the G2 is you don't need an extender plate like you would have needed for the original G2. So, if you feel comfortable and you want to keep using your Junior, you can absolutely do that. But now that you've got your foil press, you can use it. Now that you've got your G2, yes, you can use your foil press. Same plate, same everything. All that you're doing, the only difference, instead of putting it into your Junior, you're putting it into the G2. That's it. Don't change anything. Same layers, same top plate, everything stays the same, but you're just popping it into the G2. So absolutely either way, either one. But yeah, I'm presuming you're not going to have both out. You'll maybe do what I done. Love my Junior, but set it to the side and focus on the G2, so you can do.
nice to have that sort of opportunity to use both, I guess, isn't it, really? We're going to have a look at the showstopper again, the envelope template. Again, you know, I won't show you the templates. You know, it's a bunch of templates that you're getting. Sizes include 6x4, A6, slimline, 5x7, quarter US letter size, and loads more in there. Plus, you get all the templates and the envelope templates, I should say, and then the templates to create those inserts too. These papers are absolutely gorgeous as well. They are included. You're getting 12 designs, 3 sheets of each. And the great thing is, you know what? You will have plenty of papers, as I've already said, to work with too. So match up your designs of cards with your envelopes as well. But use these, of course, they're beautiful papers, lots of different colours and patterns which will match absolutely perfect for your envelope and then your template. It is a tariff-free deal as well, so if you do want to take advantage of this in the US, we've bunged in, listen to me, we've bunged in, chucked in the fridge magnets, the new fridge magnets. So I'm a crafter, what's your superpower? If only crafting burnt calories, and this kitchen runs on coffee? This kitchen runs on coffee and crafting. What's crafty?
I don't know, but I'm going to be having lots of coffee soon.
I said coffee. Coffee. Coffee and
You want coffee?
You want coffee?
You want coffee?
You want coffee?
Oh, I'm going to be surrounded by all of that soon. I'm going to have coffee.
You have to go into like a cafe and go over there and go, I want a coffee.
Have some coffee.
Give me some coffee. We're going to get your apron as well.
You did it! Congratulations! Best coffee in the world. Yeah.
Elf. That's also in there. $51.99 or $63.95 tariff-free. What envelope size are you going to make now? What are you going to do?
So let's do, I know we're at a period of life, certainly when it comes to the teenagers, where you never know what to get them. And I'm certainly that with my cousins. So we give them money or a gift card. So let's do that when it comes to the money envelope.
Yeah.
But what we'll do is let's use the heat erasable pen so I can show you how awesomeness that those pens are, or full of awesomeness that they are. And let's go in with the polka dots. So nothing changes, everything's exactly the same, but what we will do is, you know, just to show that the pen doesn't spoil the actual paper, let's do it on the actual paper side. And again, you could line it up in the corners, but for me, I do just prefer to go in and then just start at a certain point and then draw all the way around.
Yep.
So it is obviously a pen, but it is a heat erasable pen. Just to warn you as well, though, if you think to actually handwrite with it, it's not that it just needs a heat tool to disappear. Even things like heat in the room pen or heat with your hand, that can then enable the ink to disperse as well. So it's not as if it's only a heat tool that will make it disappear.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't actually, even if it's just for little notes or stuff like that, I wouldn't go handwriting with it. Because if it is, you know, if it's in the car, you're going for your shopping and it's underneath the heater or something, it's gone. And you'll forget what things that you needed. And I know we don't really do checks now, but, you know, don't sign a signature or a check. Well.
You could do.
You could do.
And then it disappears.
Get a new contract, sign it with a disappearing pen.
Oh, yeah, and then go, I never signed it.
And then it's going to disappear and you're going to be like, I never signed it. Yeah. There's an idea, eh? Joking aside, but yeah, keep that in mind, of course, it will disappear.
My favourite comment has just come through from Ash Cambo. He says, I'm a bit behind, but toilet seat.
Toilet seat.
I love that, Ash.
That's good,
hi, Rosalind, you've just joined us. And Amanda says, Ben, you sounded like Scooby-Doo. Ruby-Doo.
When did you first become...
annoying? If you ask my sister, ever since the age of about 5.
When did you first realise that you could do impressions?
I don't know, really. I think I started to learn that I could do lots of different things when I went to Butlins when I was 18.
Okay.
Sort of came out of my shell just a little bit, and you know, because you were sort of required to do lots of different things, and you know, I can't dance. Oh yeah, I think you think you can dance because you're in the show tonight. You know, oh, I don't really want to sing on my own. Well, you've got a solo on tonight's show.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't really want to host this this cabaret tonight. Well, you are hosting. It's tough luck. So they, You know, you just kind of learnt to do lots of different things. Yeah.
Learn on the job.
Yeah. Don't know with voices really. It's just messing about, isn't it, I suppose?
And it's a talent, I suppose, as well.
Yeah.
It's a gift.
When did you first learn that you could do a great impression of Mrs. Doubtfire?
Oh gosh, well, that's certainly many. Hello! I must look at a yeti to you, dear. You Virginia Doubtfire.
That is a great impression, actually. That is a great impression.
I'd be good if the actor dropped out, you know, in Broadway or the theatre, Mrs. Doubtfire.
Oh, yeah.
I could step in, couldn't I?
You could, you know, if the lead actor went down. I keep thinking 1 year, and I wouldn't get on, because, you know, you need to be sort of extraordinary, like really good or really bad, don't you, for Britain's Got Talent? But I keep jotting down in my little notes on my phone, like, impressions that I could do. And wonder whether I could go on and do, like, an A to Z. It's probably been done. An A to Z of impressions. Do you know what I mean? So you just run through the alphabet and do, like, different impressions of
Who would you do for
people.
Z?
That is a good point.
Zendaya?
Who?
Zendaya?
Zendaya. What's that? Zebedee. I don't know if Zebedee did talk actually on the.
Oh, there you go. There's your Z.
And here's Zebedee. Have I written down and said, here it is. Oh, Zippy and George from Rainbow. There you go. I've just got it written down here. Yes, Zippy and George.
Yes, this is what I do for Zed. For G, I would have George. Yeah, I'm the Zed. I'm the G.
There you go. There's two.
That's my golden buzzer.
Yay!
Yeah, golden buzzer. Absolutely.
Thank you. Ah, dear.
I think you would be awesome at that.
Maybe one time.
And if Simon Cowell was to buzzer you, I'd jump on the stage, be like, what are you doing?
Jane Quigley says, Ben, my youngest son can do a perfect impression of Gollum from Lord of the Rings. I've not really watched that, but what does Gollum sound like? Have you?
Is that my precious? My precious.
Is he a bit like that? Yeah. I could, yeah. Gee, so that would be, Gollum. Maybe I could learn to do that one.
Yeah. Have you got them kind of all labelled in your phone? Have you A to Z? Or
well, I've written it down in my notes,
Have
like
you?
what I could do. I'm short of a Q, an R, a U, a V, and some of them aren't very good, you know. Like A would obviously be Arnold.
Mm-hmm.
B, Billy Connolly.
Oh, yeah.
And I can't swear, so I can't do that one.
That could be for the final show. You could do that one.
See, I would have to learn, but I keep watching videos. I think a classic one is like a Christopher Walken. I can't do that yet, but I reckon he's like quite easy to learn. D, you could probably do David Attenborough. Could do a bad David Attenborough. E, Elvis.
Yeah.
F, Forsyth.
Yes, yeah.
G, we could have Gollum. I mean, don't we keep going through?
Yeah. Can I just show you this, Ben?
Yes, it's encrafted first.
Just this bit
you
now.
You started it.
Yeah, no, just this bit now, because I'm just showing the heat erasable pen. Can you see all of these details here, Ben? So you can see that black line there. Look at that. I've scored it.
Oh, yeah, it's got.
But the black line's gone. So if I do it again here.
Can you write something out on a bit of paper so we can see that disappear?
Good idea. Let's do that.
I really want to see that.
I'm going to keep that just now because I need to do that in with a little pen.
I promise to give Ben Mosby £500. Signed, Craig Laird.
So.
I will take Ben to New York City with me. Yeah, can you imagine? Permanent marker with me next Thursday. Yeah, where are you flying from? And not my mother. Yes, that is brilliant. No, don't get that. No. Oh, that is brilliant. That's brilliant. Much better than watching a line go. That's so clever.
I didn't say I was taking you anywhere.
No, you didn't.
Did not say anywhere.
Did someone screenshot that, please? Where are you going from? Where are you flying from?
Oh, it doesn't matter because you're not going. So, yeah. So, yes, there we go. That's your heat erasable pen. I'm just going to do a little cut line there with my craft knife, and then we're just going to assemble them, Ben.
Ah, cool. Not only did I jump with your impersonation, Craig, but I choked and spat out my Pepsi, says Amanda Hubbard.
Oh, no. Well, I'm not going to do a cut line because I can't find a craft knife, so...
Not going to do what? Oh, I've got a craft knife over here.
Have you?
Bizarrely, it's been on this shelf for so long, it looks a bit manky as well,
that'll be what
actually.
it is then. Thank you very much.
It's a bit manky, isn't it?
It is a little bit, yeah. Do you know what? I bet you Keith was using that for opening his packs of card that other week.
Oh, yes. Keithy
That'll
boy.
be what it is.
He's back on Monday.
He is.
Can you believe it?
His own weekly wonder, isn't he?
Oh, yes, he has got a weekly wonder on Monday. I don't know if we're ready for a Monday Keith and then a whole week's worth of Keith product for the weekly wonder. Well, if it lasts a week. It probably won't, though, to be fair, will it? Knowing
thought so.
How quickly the paper dynamic stuff flies out the door. I don't know if I've asked you on air, but did you have you had a special time with Keith, did you, the week I was off?
I did. I had an absolute blast. It was brilliant. And do you know what? I was still standing at the end of the day.
Wow.
I was still standing.
You managed to keep him under control?
I kept him under control. Well, do you know what? Yeah, I did. You know, I did.
Did he utter his famous catchphrase with you?
Well, I'm a real crafter.
One day I'll be a real crafter.
I'm a real crafter. Yeah, he even done some demos as well.
In front of you?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
And did they pass your test?
Well, you know, they showed his product off well, put it that way.
Oh, OK.
You know, I don't know if he's quite design team level, but
That's very diplomatic of you.
No, he done awesome.
I genuinely did say to Keith, because when I've been on with him recently, I've sort of been over there and helped him stick and cut and fold and whatnot. But he did a couple of projects the time before, and I did say to him, you know, from the heart, like they were two of the best demos I'd ever seen him done. I think his crafting has come on leaps and bounds.
It has.
You know,
absolutely,
leaps and bounds.
It really, really has. And the thing is, as well, it shows off his incredible range of cardstock and paper, anyway.
And also shows that because you know Keith will admit himself he's not, you know, he's not your level of crafting, but he still likes to craft, and it just shows that he can create lovely cards with his own product.
Exactly. Yeah, that's it, and it showed it off really, really well. Just like these envelopes and templates do. So I've gone in, I've put my envelope liner in first. You can do it second or last if you want to, and slot it in with your tacky glue. I've done my little slit there, so if I pop that into here, what I can then do is can then pop a little bit of money in there, but then if I fold that one over, what you can also do as well if you want to is you can actually use that as a way to slot in when it comes to the actual wallet. So you've got that one in there, that's another one, using the double-sided papers as well.
That's where you can put my tickets for New York if you want. Remember?
What tickets for New York?
You wrote down that thing, you just...
Prove it.
Damn it. Thank you for the comments coming through. Ash says, scratch your head, Ben, and there's Laurel. Oh, yes, from Laurel and Hardy. And Pat says, I love my erasable pens, a definite plus for any crafter. If you didn't hear the news, by the way, the erasable pens are in stock. It's the 3-pack that Craig has just used. You get a red, a blue and a black, I think.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah. So if you search on the website for heat erasable pens, you'll be able to pick those up. We're going to do one more envelope with the showstopper. Don't forget, worth mentioning, if you have just joined us, today's little treat, if you like, as far as Club Inspire Week is concerned, are these. Not much to look at. You might think, oh, what's that then? That is a ticket to a, well, I suppose it is a VIP craft together with Leanne. This is going to be happening on the 26th of June. And these are going to be popped into 50 random parcels of people who shop today. If you get one, you'll get it home. The QR code is on the other side. I am not showing you. What are you on about? QR code is there. You scan that to register to attend, and it is happening on the 26th of June at 4 o'clock. So yeah, 50 people will be joining Leanne for a bit of fun. So check your parcels. If you order today, make sure you check all the packaging and whatnot. Have a good rummage through. Don't be throwing potentially that ticket away. And of course, keep shopping throughout this week, because someone at the end of the week will be winning a year's worth of free shipping. Right, we are going to be doing one more demonstration with Craig. What size are you going for this time, mister?
Well, I'm going to do 4x4 because I thought, what about going with the Royal Jungle Vellum and using the Royal Jungle Vellum to create an envelope?
Okay, yeah.
Because I can, excuse me, sorry.
Oh,
we can do that with Windy Pops. Do you know what? When it comes to food, obviously I like chicken and I love meat. Christina today had a vegetarian curry, which I ordered, and it was amazing.
Was it?
Absolutely amazing. But I've got a little bit of the Windy Pops.
Windy Pops.
Coming back on me there. But yeah, it was really, really good. It was really nice. Had chickpeas and butternut squash in it.
Oh, lovely.
It wasn't too hot because I'm not good with the spice.
I like it sort of medium heat on a curry.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Not too hot, but, you know, something a bit stronger than a korma. Although I do like a korma.
Do you? Yeah, no, I'm not good with heat. I'm like, no, it's too hot.
What you like?
I'm like, no, it's too hot. I'm like, like that. And then I'll get like ice cold. I know they're meant to say put something warm in your, like to drink in your mouth, but you forgot. I put cold juice in my mouth and I kind of hold it in my mouth.
Oh, yeah.
To try and ease that heat. So that's what I do.
What we like at home for curries? Do we like the spicy ones, or do we like the more sort of quieter ones? Spicy, Jamie says. What about you, Johnny? What one do you go for when you go out, Johnny? Which one? Oh, nice. I like a jalfrezi. Nice chicken jalfrezi is quite nice. Oh, a boona. What's the other one I like? Jalfrezi.
Butter chicken I like.
Ah, what's it called? Chicken. Oh, I like a doppiazza. I like.
Oh, doppiazza.
Doppiazza.
How do you call it?
Doppiazza.
Doppiazza.
What do you call it?
Doppiazza.
Doppiazza, isn't it?
Doppiazza, I call it.
I love a sag bhaji as well, the spinach. Ooh, give me some of that.
Oh, I don't think I've tried that.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Don't think I have tried that.
Sag bhaji. Got to have your poppadoms as well, haven't you?
Oh, you got to have poppadoms. Yeah, poppadoms.
Although they don't have those apparently. Like my Laura went travelling before she met me, went to India, and says like poppadoms is like a complete sort of British invention, if you like. If you go to they don't have them in India. Yeah. And what we think are like sort of strong, like, you know, hot curries over here. I used to play cricket actually with a couple of Indian chaps, and every year we would go to our local Indian for like a post-match curry, as it were.
Yeah.
And we'd go in, and you get some of the lads there would be ordering what they thought was like the hottest, like the vindaloo and whatnot. And this chap Govind, he would always ask for home style curry. He'd ask the chaps at the Indian for like home style, and if you thought like vindaloo was hot,
that was hot, was it?
Yes. The kind of thing that you just want to sort of dip your finger in ever so slightly just to taste, because you don't need any more than that, because it would, like, you know, blow your head off.
Yeah. No, I'm just not good with spice at all.
Trudy says I can't do spice either, Craig. And Rebecca Dancer says a spicy curry watching Friday Night Live.
Ah, that's good. You have to be careful though, you don't get into hysterics.
Oh yeah.
And drop your curry.
And get it all over the place.
Get it all over the place.
I love a spicy curry, says Love to Create LC, and all things spicy. And yoghurt, says Ash, is best to cool down. So next time you get a hot mouthful, yoghurt, Craig, is what you need, not juice.
Okay. Sorry, you can tell I'm having a little bit of issue with my pen.
Is it because it's on vellum?
It's because it's on vellum.
Yeah.
Yeah, so ideally if I had like a pencil, or I was looking for a white outliner. But let's just see if I've got that one there. I think I can just make that one out, he says. So let's go all the way around. So I'm just trying to, I'm probably going to muck this up, but I'm going to try.
Just because you can't see what you're cutting?
It's just because I can't quite see the pen line. Ideally, if I had something, do you know what would have worked actually? I'm just thinking now. What would have worked is something like an art liner.
Yeah.
That would be spot on and perfect.
Is this also, and people always ask this question, is this also a point where you could potentially have run it through the machine to like emboss it, or would that not
could
have helped?
do. Yeah, you could do. Just be careful with the pressure because, of course, you've got it's your vellum. But yeah, you could do. Let's go into there. I think I might actually just be okay. So let's go in, and then I'm just going to follow my pencil line. So I've got that corner to corner, working that way round. So if you can use your art line or something like that that's got a little bit more or a bit better visibility, then you can use your vellums. Let's go into there, like so, and then let's just fold along, and then fold along each of these lines. I think will be okay, I think. Like so, fold them ones in, and then let's just have a look. Oh no, see, I'm squinting there.
Yeah, I think Craig mentioned that actually, Sydney, but Sydney Conley just saying, would a white gel pen work?
White gel pen, yeah.
Perfect.
That's what I mentioned a minute ago. That's what I was looking for when I just moved to the side there. A white gel pen would have been perfect.
Hey, you've still done it though.
But, you know, you're getting the gist. It's just because it wasn't completely squared up. But we've got our vellum, and this is where if I turned it the other way, then you can see you've got your flamingos there as well. So it's not exactly straight, but it gives you the gist there. If you use ideally either an art liner or if you've got like a white gel pen, alternatively you can run it through with your embossing mat there. All it is just so you can visually see the lines on the actual vellums.
Brilliant show. I've really enjoyed that, Craig. Thank you so much. I'll see you in a couple of hours for a big old cartload. Your final 2 hours before your break.
That's it, yeah. Final 2 hours before I go off for a couple of weeks. Yeah, it is cartload. It's Thursday. It's my favourite show of the week. It just means, of course, Ben, it is that doubler where it is the cartload with, of course, your Club Inspire event.
Yep, so it's going to be brilliant 2 hours. Those bags, keep looking on the website. They will be loaded sooner rather than later, hopefully. But worst case scenario, you can join us tonight live at 5 and pick up those goodie bags. And remember to keep shopping as well. Get yourself a step closer to winning free shipping for a year. And if you shop today, you could be winning a ticket to that brilliant event with Leanne. Thank you to Craig. Thank you to you guys. We'll see you back here in 2 hours. Until then, thanks for watching and
toodles.